first, because of time, I believe we need to do some work. First, our Chair Emeritus, Nicole Murray-Ramirez, is going to be sharing with us, along with the Executive Director of San Diego LGBT Pride, Dwayne Crenshaw, the proposal to name a city street in honor of Harvey Milk.
Good evening. It's good to be back at the Human Relations Commission. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for putting us on the agenda. I do cherish the Chair Emeritus title, which I will put on my tombstone. Anyway, the Human Relations Commission has played a major important role in the efforts to honor the memory of the late Harvey Milk, a civil rights icon who has been now embraced worldwide. Senator Mark Leno himself, the sponsor of the official holiday bill, has often stated that the Human Relations Commission of San Diego was the first municipal body to endorse the now official Milk Day of Recognition every year on May 22nd. The Human Relations Commission was also the first to support the national campaign for the U.S. Postal Department to issue a stamp in Milk's memory. Now, senators, members of Congress, mayors from throughout the United States have joined this effort, and the U.S. Postal Department has officially informed us that Harvey Milk will indeed be put into consideration in the near future for a U.S. postal stamp. Wow. I serve as the chair of the Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Historic Task Force of San Diego County. And now we come before you to ask your support and official endorsement of our efforts to get a street named in honor of Harvey Milk in San Diego. The Planning Commission last week gave us their support, and on May 8th, we believe this vote on the City Council agenda will be unanimous. Harvey Milk served as a lieutenant in the United States Navy in San Diego. He fell in love with California when living in San Diego and was honorably discharged in San Diego in 1955. The rest is history. Harvey Milk has received our nation's highest civilian honor, the National Medal of Freedom, presented by President Obama, and been inducted into the California Hall of Fame by then Governor Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. I think you realize that it was in a very bad environment for not only gays, but people of color and women in the 70s when it comes to representation. I can remember living in San Diego that this commission and all commissions wouldn't have reflected. In fact, there wasn't this commission, but most commissions in San Diego, if not all of them, were basically white older men. And the police department was mostly white men. You didn't, and in the 70s and 60s, you could not count police women officers, Latinos, people of color, period, as police officers. You also have to remember in the 1970s that it wasn't until 1976 that the Brown Act, the Consenting Adults Bill, was signed. Thus, and I lived through those times, your parents or a court, a judge, could sign you away to a mental hospital, and many did. In fact, Tascadero State Hospital was a major hospital in up north that received lesbian and gay men and others only because of who they chose to love. This was not ended until 1976. But while they were in the state hospitals, they were also subjected to electric shock treatment. This was the environment, an atmosphere that Harvey Milk became a civil rights leader. And this was the environment and atmosphere that he was assassinated. The city of San Diego has never named a street in honor of a gay citizen, and this would be the first. We thank you for your consideration and for your past support, and for being the official co-sponsor of the annual Harvey Milk Diversity Breakfast, which has been set for May 25th and will be another sellout as we are already over the 900 tickets sold. Thank you again, and now my fellow task force member, Mr. Dwayne Crenshaw, Executive Director of San Diego Pride.
Good evening, Chairman Abrams, members of the Commission. Again, Dwayne Crenshaw, San Diego Pride. Our chairperson, Nicole Murray-Ramirez, has done an excellent job of talking about the history of Harvey Milk in San Diego, and most folks don't recognize his service as a member of the Navy and falling in love here in California, starting in San Diego. But I wanted to briefly share with you a little bit more of the technical aspects of this project. The street selected has been Blaine Avenue, which is a small but significant street in that it runs right into the doors of San Diego's LGBT Center. It is also significant in that it is at the heart of our LGBT community in Hillcrest, where the Pride Parade begins at Normal Street and University Avenue, and where the proposed Pride flag, which you all have endorsed, will also sit. So it is a very important location and a very symbolic street. There are 17 property owners. Following the city process, the committee and volunteers have walked the streets of those property owners several times. We've mailed to them several times, receiving letters of support from 100% of the property owners that have responded. We have received no formal opposition, but they have all been outreached to on multiple occasions. I think significantly, we've had conversations with 2 of the churches on the street, and while they have not been able to take a formal position, have also not opposed the project, and we look forward to that diversity and that commitment. The Union Tribune last week ran an article on the street project, and some folks commented that, what did Harvey Milk have to do with all of us? And he owned a camera shop, and I wrote that he was an inspiration to me personally, but we know that Harvey Milk was an inspiration to millions of people across the country, not just LGBT, but those who fight for the American dream, the American value, that we're all created equal and that we are all entitled to liberty and justice for all. So again, the project has been supported by the Uptown Planners, the Hillcrest Town Council. Chairman Murray-Ramirez mentioned to you the Planning Commission last week. We go to the City Council on May 8th, and we go with the support of 24 organizations representing tens of thousands of people, 750 individuals who've signed a petition, and we hope to go with the support of the Human Relations Commission. So thank you for